Hello everyone, and welcome to another God on My Mind. This topic is from Exodus 6:9. It's out of, again, the Spurgeon Study Bible, his notes. It's talking about where, excuse me, Moses is telling to the Israelites, but they didn't listen to them. Or listen to him because of their broken spirit. And I'd read this before, but I have all these little post-it notes here about what I want to go back and take a look at and maybe talk about. And I said, okay, they're building up. Let me go back. And you can read something sometimes once, twice, 3 times, and it doesn't hit. I mean, you can highlight it and everything, and each time it hits a little differently. Well, when I read back over this one today, I went, oh my God. For those of us experiencing self-blame and the trauma it can cause, it just went boom. There I was. And there some of us still are. It's like flashing, flashing, flashing. So I'm going to read this, what Spurgeon says about this. Exodus chapter 6, verse 9. He says, among all the reasons I ever heard, the one with which I have the most sympathy is that some cannot receive Christ because they are so full of anguish and are so crushed in spirit that they cannot find strength of mind enough to entertain a hope that by any possibility salvation can come to them. And I replaced that with self-forgiveness, because I speak for myself, but I'm also speaking for others that I have talked with. We know God's forgiven us. We just can't forgive ourselves. Spurgeon goes on to say, I have felt the same myself. I do remember when in my anguish, I could not believe even Jesus himself. Again, we just have to put it like he's given us the forgiveness. But we just, I don't know. We just can't. We just can't. Therefore, as one who has worn the chains, I speak to those who are still in chains. I know the clanking of those chains. I know what it is to feel the damp of the stone walls and to fear that there is no coming out of prison. I know and have felt the despair that even when the emancipator turns the great key in the lock and sets the door wide open, yet still my heart had made for itself a dire cage. There it is, Jesus he turned the lock, he opened the door, but we can't believe it. We don't walk through. We don't forgive ourselves. And he goes on to say, there is no prison so awful as that which is built by despair and kept under the custody of a crushed spirit. And that's what's happened. We, that critical inner voice, that self-blame, we've listened, we've believed, we've let it crush us. We've believed it so much that even though the door's open, and even though he's standing right there, and even though he says, you're forgiven, child, let it go. I've washed it away. Let it go. Come get a hug. We don't leave. we don't leave that cell. We just can't believe anything, but we deserve every horrible, awful thing that critical inner voice is telling us. If that's you, reach out. You can comment with the video or comment with post it on the Instagram or my Facebook. Just reach out. Maybe we can talk. There's a way out. You just have to, even if it's just your hand you stick out, just reach out. Thanks for listening. Again, subscribers, thanks for staying with me. Newbies, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, and everybody hit the like and share. You never know who's going to help. So, have a blessed rest of your day. Until the next time, bye.